Welcome to Skinny TV Plus on YouTube once again. Let's talk about the Black Stars team. In the next few weeks, big decision is about to be made concerning the next Black Stars head coach. And I'm going to talk about everything that we need to know concerning the next Black Stars head coach. I think this is the time we need to have this honest discussion. Else, we will be going through this emotional, I would say, roller coaster, saying or talking a lot. And by the time we realize it is going to be too late for us to make the right decisions because we have another game in the next 2 months. In the next 2 months, we have big matches to play. So this is the time we need to make that decision and who becomes the next coach for the Black Stars team. There are some players I think you and I know that we need to move on from them after this World Cup, and I will talk about them in this update. Some players we also need to make sure that they will always be in the team and try to build the new Black Stars team around them. Let's have a next conversation. I don't know if you guys can like this video because after Ghana Black Stars lose matches like this, whenever you come and watch the video, you don't like it. I understand. I understand you are unhappy. I understand you might not even come to watch the video. But if you happen to click on this video, please like and also share. I want this video to get about 50 shares. It should reach the FA. You know, some of us, when we talk, they listen. And when we share the videos to them, they see. But when you guys also push the video, it reaches where it has to reach. And if you are an FA top official watching me, these are certain things you need to consider when you are making decision on the next coach for the Black Stars team. So I made a video on this channel after Black Stars played against Colombia, and I have over 200 comments. I'll be taking some of your comments on this or in this video because we do this together. So just make sure you are with me. And let's talk about everything that happened in the game against Colombia or even the World Cup itself, and also the next Black Stars coach and some more things you need to know. So please do all the good stuff for me and let's begin from here. Now we went into 2026 World Cup. In fact, before the tournament to begin, most of us were not happy with the Black Stars team's performance. Looking at the friendly matches we played, losing about 5-6 games on a row, and confidence was actually down. We brought in QUIEROZ 2 months to the World Cup. He took us to the World Cup. In fact, before the World Cup, he got only one friendly game to play. That was against Wales. We saw how he wanted to approach the game. And I think I told you guys on this channel that he is a coach who is not going to open up or who is not going to attack. That what we should expect from him. He's that pragmatic coach who actually prefers sitting back, defending, soaking pressure before later he would think of attacking or hurting the opponent. And we saw that clearly from the first game against Wales in a friendly game. After that friendly game, we didn't get any friendly game again. And this is where the FA fails. We went into the World Cup. First game against Panama, we really struggled before we got that goal from Caliburinchi on the 95th minute. Fast forward, we did very well against England. So I saw the same coach that we all expected him to actually manage the Black Stars team, going with that particular kind of approach. We sit deep or we go with a low block, try to frustrate the opponent, and eventually we get something out of the game. We picked the draw against England, the famous goalless draw that we got from Boston, which was an amazing one, and lost the last game against Croatia in a 2-1 loss, yes, in Philadelphia. So that is how our group stage actually went. Then today, as of the day I'm recording the video, we played against Colombia in a round of 32, and Ghana Black Stars, we are out of the World Cup. This is a game that many people are not really happy about it because we didn't show the same spirit that we showed against England. That is what we needed in this game. And why did we lose that? This is where selection comes in. The coach has been going with the usual fallback: Jonas Ajete, Jerome Opoku, Senaya right back, left back Gideon Mensah. Where was Jonas Ajete? Where was the impact from Thomas Asante, a player who came in the first game, gave you your first goal, and we didn't see him again? Another question: why is it that Black Stars cannot attack? Because we are defending. In as much as you want to defend, there should be some kind of attacking mentality or attacking approach in every team, because at a certain point you need to score goals. And I told you guys in my pre-match preview concerning the Colombia-Ghana, I told you guys that QUIEROZ in 2021 with Egypt, he went 4 matches in the knockout phase without winning a game in 90 minutes. He won only 1 game in extra time. That was against Morocco, 2-1. All the rest of the 3 matches went through penalty shootouts. And the final itself, he lost 4-2 on penalties against Senegal, who were the eventual champions in 2021 AFCON. So he's a coach that we knew what he was bringing on board. Now, should the Black Stars still move on with the coach? Many people have expressed their opinion. Some are saying he's a good coach. I've seen some comments like that. Others are also saying we should move on from him. These are my reasons if we are going to maintain him. And these are my reasons if we are going to move on from him. After that, we will talk about the other stuff. First reason, if we are going to maintain him, this is the first reason. Maybe the FA and the ministry will feel like, oh, after all, we have just 2 matches, barely 2 matches to play or to begin our next AFCON qualifier. So let's maintain him. Number 1. 2, he's brought some discipline. He's brought some confidence in the boys. So why not? Let's maintain him. That could be another option. 3, he's already, brought on, brought the kind of love that we wanted back into the Black Stars team for a while. And I think that might also be another option. Then 3, maybe he's now getting to know the players better, so that could also be considered. And maybe some other options that, or some other things that I cannot really be privy to, or I might not mention in this video. Now, if we are moving on from him, from my perspective, 1, we can't play like this forever. We can't continue to play like this because the current Black Stars crop of players needs a coach who will be playing attacking football, attacking-minded coach. And I'll talk about all of them in this update. We need that kind of play because we cannot waste the talent of Mohamed Kudus when he returns. We cannot waste the talent of Antoine Semenyo at this moment. We cannot waste the talent of Brandon Thomas Asante, Ernest Nuama. Just mention those talents we have. And if always we are going to sit back and defend, we might find ourselves in the situation that Nigeria Super Eagles found themselves before Eric Shell came in. Because Eric Shell has given them identity. Right now, when Nigeria is playing, you can see the confidence in the boys. You can see their style of play. They always want to attack offensive-wise, and everything is sound in their game at the moment. But as I said, we'll come back to that. Now, another reason that I feel we shouldn't continue with Carlos Queiroz is he was not the man I was expecting him to be. Why am I saying this? He needed to make the bold decisions in games. You and I know we've seen Jordan in many games. Jordan will never change from how he plays. He feels like he's doing the most. He feels like he's doing the best. And if you're a coach who cannot take out Jordan after halftime, that means, Charlie, you are not on top of your game. That is my personal opinion, because I feel at a point he needed to be out of the game. And he is also not doing the right things. You brought on Thomas Asante in your first game. He did the magic for you. Why keep him out of the England game? Why keep him out of the Croatian game and just give him 90 minutes? Why keep him out of the Colombia game? Full 90 minutes. What was the problem? What were the issues? There might be some issues. He might not be the man that I actually saw him to be. That he's going to be the coach that will obviously go hard at the players. Make sure that if you are supposed to be on the bench, you have to be there. Like, how is it possible that about 98% of the people sees something wrong and you alone feels like that thing is right? That is why I think we have problem. You get it? So I think with all those good things he's done, giving us very good center backs, letting us know how good they can be in the games, and some few things, I think he also did not do some things right. That is why after the England game, many Ghanaians fell in love with Carlos Queiroz. And right after the Colombian game, about 70% or 80%, I can tell you for free, don't actually, fancy him again. Many feels like, no, we should move on from Carlos Queiroz. And let's come to that conversation. If we are moving on from Carlos Queiroz, which coach or what kind of coach does the Black Stars team need at the moment? Now, when I was actually talking about reason why we should move on from him, I made mention of the fact that we cannot continue to play like this. If you look at the crop of Black Stars players, we have very good and young talent that I feel we are wasting their talent in the Black Stars team. After 2024 AFCON, we made a mistake. Because before the AFCON, we had, if I can remember, Sika Akono was the coach. Then we brought in Chris Hilton. Sika Akono was playing offensive play, or attacking football, which was quite fluid, just that we are not getting the results. Chris Hilton came in, and he's also that coach that would love to sit back, will not open up, and later on will try to throw in some men and see how it will go. Later on, he wanted to play attacking football, but I'm far money, and eventually he was sacked. We brought in Otto Addo. Otto Addo in 2022 wanted to play attacking football initially, but then he stuck to what he knew. Otto Addo did not play progressive football or the attacking football that we all needed. And we all lambasted him. We all know what Otto Addo went through, that ordeal. It wasn't something nice. Eventually, we didn't even qualify for AFCON because in our matches at home, we were losing. We were not even picking the right points. And fast forward, we moved on from him and brought in Carlos Queiroz, who is also defensive-minded coach. When are we going to get that offensive-minded coach? Already, I've seen conversation online. People are talking about one, Tom Saintfiet. Tom Saintfiet is also not all that attacking-minded coach, but he opens out when he needs to. And I think he's spoken about the Black Stars team, why he feels like we have the quality players we need to play offensively and all. That matter there. Maybe later we'll come back to that. Some have already started commenting about Hervé Renard. Hey, is he available? Can we get a man to take over? Well, Hervé Renard is also unfortunately not that type of coach that we need at the moment. I'm not saying when we get him, I'll not support him. I will support him 100%. I feel like any coach that will do the right things for us, for me, I'm all for it. But if you study his game very well, he's also that kind of pragmatic coaches, that kind of defensive-minded coaches, that kind of... he will first of all find solidity at the back first before he would think of going on the, attack. Now you talk about other coaches. I think we should consider a type of coach like Eric Sekou Shell of Nigeria. I'm not saying we should go for him. No, I'm not saying that. But we should go for a coach that will give us attacking identity. That will actually give us like a sense of attack. Not that we are always going to sit back, because when you are always sitting back, how are you going to score goals? So I was always wondering, if Ghana concedes one under Carlos Queiroz, how are we going to come back? Because like we didn't have a sense of attack. We saw a little bit of that in the game against Croatia. Yesterday or today, I was expecting him to throw all the men in. We wanted to win the game. We are searching for goal. Then you take out Kwesi Sibo and brought on Elisha, who is going to give you that kind of defense splitting passes. I was so much disappointed keeping Christopher Bonsuba on the bench throughout the whole tournament, keeping Augustin Boachi on the bench throughout the whole tournament. I didn't understand it. Thomas Asante not coming on. I didn't understand this. So I feel we need a coach that can really help our crop of players to play that kind of attacking football that we want. In as much as we have very good defense, we should also build our attacking phase. Carlos Queiroz has given us very good defensive wall, from goalkeeping to the, I would say, to the center backs, or the right back, left back, and the left center backs. We have very good wall. Now it is left with the midfield and the attack, and a problem in the wall. So which coach will come in and give us those options? That is the type of coach we want at the moment. Now, if we are going to make that decision, it should be now. Ghana FA, Ministry for Sports and Recreation, that decision should be now, because Ghana will be playing our next AFCON game. Now, let me confirm it here quickly. Our next AFCON matches, we are going to begin from September 21st to October 6th. So September is just around the corner. We are now in July. July is after World Cup. July no crown ebeko. We have August and September is here. So barely 2 months. So any new coach that will come in will basically play his first match in an AFCON qualifier. And look at our group. We shouldn't underrate the opponents. I understand right now we have to qualify for AFCON. Last time we were not there. Cote d'Ivoire, the Gambia, Somalia. At least we should be able to defeat the other two, home and away, the Gambia and Somalia. Near fan qualify. If you're not able to do that, we are doomed. Because you can't gamble on Cote d'Ivoire that you are going to defeat Cote d'Ivoire home and away. We have to make sure we get a coach as soon as possible who will start planning. That is if we are not going to go with Carlos Queiroz, of which I think is probably might happen because he just had 4 months, and after the World Cup, his contract has ended. We now have to renegotiate. And per the amount I was hearing that he's taking, which is closer to $100,000 a month, I'm not sure we should give him that kind of money at the moment. So, guys, that is it. I think we now have to have honest conversation as to who becomes the next coach for the Black Stars team as soon as possible. Let me talk a little bit about our squad quickly. I don't want this video to be all that long. After the World Cup, these are the players I think we should plan ahead with. Goalkeepers, they impressed me. Benjamin Asare, Lawrence Atizigi, amazing performance from both goalkeepers. First game, Ziggy started, Asare came in, kept clean sheet. Second game, Asare kept clean sheet. Third game, we considered 2 against Croatia. And the last game, to Ziggy considered 1. But his performance was top notch. So the 2 goalkeepers there, they impressed me, to be honest with you guys. With us, 4 back there, they all impressed all of us. If you're not impressed, then I don't know. Senaya, solid right back. Going forward, we should just plan with him. Left back, Gideon Mensah, amazing tournament so far. I think one of his best ever in the Black Stars shirt for us. Center back spare, Jonas Ajete, then talking about Jerome Opoku, as I said before the World Cup, we were not having hope because there was no Jiku, there was no Salisu. And so far, I salute them for that top performance for us. Derek Lucasen also gave me some kind of vibes that he can be good. So let's see how it goes. But the 4 back, I think they are solid. Partey, see, still Partey is the best midfielder we have at the moment. No cap, no doubt about it. I made a short video about that. And I think Partey, we just have to get him another partner who will be good, because we can't rely on Sibo, we can't rely on Elisha. The forward line there, I'm not impressed. Jordan Ayew played the whole World Cup tournament without a shot, not even shot on target. Without a shot to Krebeko over Krano. He didn't play 1 shot. Just sending in set pieces, sending in crosses, controlling the ball, trying to win fouls, and not impressed. Semenyo had quite okay performance. In fact, yes, ended the ball. But the tournament overall, he also didn't even get a shot on target. So, Charlie, the offensive wise, I'm not impressed. But the players I'm impressed are the ones I just mentioned. Then probably Thomas Asante going forward, we have to look at him closely. And maybe some few players. But aside that, these are some few players I'm actually happy about. Asare, Ziggy, Senaya, Ajete, Jerome Opoku, Gideon Mensah, Thomas Partey, and maybe Thomas Asante. Then some few. Others also needs to improve, and this idea we should move on from them. Jordan Ayew number 1. He need he's not going to change. We just have to move on from him. And already he's looking at going to play next qualifiers and going to the next AFCON. Another player who needs to do something extraordinary, and this idea, Kwesi Sibo. I don't know, like Elisha Usu, these 2, Kwesi Sibo, Elisha Usu. No. I'm a liability to us in the midfield, and I think we should move on from the 2. Iñaki Williams, still not dropping the best performances for us. I'm not convinced enough. Then, if I go to the bench, Kramon free bench, Ali Duseidu needs to improve immensely. And this idea, I don't know. Then who again? Baba Rahman. Well, it is what it is. Who again? So I think that is it. Prince Edu Kwambla also needs to improve, because as a forward, it's not all about just running. I've been saying it. He's not clinical. He's not the type of striker that will give you goals. So initially, when people were hyping him, I was like kind of skeptical, because what he does, Afenejan does best. Run into spaces, try to hustle the opponents. After that, you won't give goals. No. That one there, far from that. So guys, that is it from my end. Let me know what you think about everything in the comment box. And we will come and talk much about who becomes the next coach, because already names are popping up. And so I say Nyabotre, you know how we do it. Some of your thoughts quickly, then I'll be out of here. Social Angel Media commented, Ghana Black Star needs a better coach who can utilize the quality boys like Asante and bench Jordan Iñaki for good. I think I know there. D Divine said, Prince, Nuama, Brandon, these guys are there to change the game. Okay, thank you. Millicent, Ajima said, Coach, go. Hey, Charlie. Millicent said, they are pam coach in intentem cry. Alasan, is it Felbing says the coach is super fantastic. Okay. Obiana na drink today. Miss Vanessa says we miss Kudus. And yeah, true. As an Osman said, let's move forward. We didn't do well, but inshallah, next time you shall be well with the boys. I believe in them. Okay. Robert says this has been his statistics always. He has done his best, but we can't keep with a pragmatic coach. Okay. Maabi says, just wake up. Best of luck to us next time. Oh, Maabi, what the order? Yo, D Divine says, we're going to play Switzerland again. There be free more. Okay, why going to play Switzerland? Yeah, free. In the end, to mean about Switzerland. Redford also says we should part ways with Carlos. Okay. Frank Ochery says the GFA should be dissolved and there should be no contract extension for the coach. I think we should get a better coach who can manage the team well. Okay. Praise Hallelujah says let us let him go, but sometimes isn't their fault. If the GFA will allow them to do on their own, it would be good. Okay, so you feel like they are being compromised. All right. Then I have who again? ES Del says it is the FA. Is the problem. Okay, so he's trying to say FA is the problem. Akimbasi Ibe said the coach should not bother coming to Ghana. Oh, my name had a cross over Ghana. Okay, yo. Yao. And Safwa says it is a teamwork, a bag of apple, one or two bad ones can contaminate the lot. Oh, the I said a bag of apple, no one or two be bad ones can contaminate or can destroy all of them. Sylvester Magaibo says, we don't need defensive coaches. This is not the style of Ghana, so it is not working for us. Not true. You are very, very spot on. Michael now says, the coach is the same as Otuado. Hey, SCC Junior says, this is why I hate defensive coaches in knockout matches. You need to score or you are out. Zero shot on target that we played against Colombia. Praise Hallelujah says, let us just take it like this for now. Using League One striker ahead of Premier League striker Thomas Asante. What do you expect? That is from Abu Yasisiniko. Abu like I love this take because Jordan, are you? Jordan, yeah, Breno. Carlin AJ says, no, we should let him go and hire either Desmond Ofei or George Boateng, a younger coach who is Ghanaian, who would bring back our football identity, which is brave attacking football. Do you think Desmond, man, who's against Mexico? Desmond is also defensive-minded coach. From the Mexican game, I can judge him from that. Maybe when he's giving the role as the head coach, maybe I can't speak much about that. Johnny Walker says, Johnny Waters, I beg your pardon, says, my observation with our game seems that our coaches try psyching up players than coaching them. Okay. And also, or psyching more than coaching them. All right. Millicent Hajiman says, Asante is very good, but the coach, Beatrice says, Carlos Queiroz, from Portuguese, he doesn't want Ghana to defeat them. He knows what he's doing. Bad Doreen says, yes, we should keep him. Okay. Stenogy says, why didn't the Ghanaian spiritualist tie the Colombians from scoring like he tied Hurricane? I know they forget to Sakwano. Joe Houston says, bring ACN, sack Carlos. Only 2 goals in 4 games. That is from Joe Houston. Lack Court says, I don't think you guys should be complaining about the defensive. It's just very bad, and that a bad striker who is mentality. Ibrahim Tego says coach selection was poor. Okay, so a lot of comments are coming through. As I said, over 200 comments, and I think I'll be taking more in the next update. Let me know what you think about everything that happened in the game. For me, I'm down, but we need to have a next conversation as to how rapt we should make decisions. We don't have time no day. Else, by the time we realize AFCON qualifiers is upon us, and we might make the wrong decisions at that time. Let me know what you think about everything in the comment box. Like the video for me, share, and follow to get more. This was Kenny TV Plus, and of course, we shall meet later. Please subscribe to the channel and hit on the notification bell for more.